Dumelang mapara le maparagadi. Christmas e fitile. Le jele dikuku dimpa di tletse ho right le mnate. Welcome to yet another episode of Mzanzi Fundiz, where we discuss anything and everything that has to do with South African football. Kalibitso ke lekoko, your host. I give Vaigili one as always. Ke tshwere machitale ne ke na le mbona last week. It bilule le botlhoko last week. Mampoza Lilufuno. Welcome gentlemen. Christmas ne le mnate.
Too short.
All right. Well, a lot has happened this season, and we're going to have a look. Khona amanye ama-coach angenile, abanye baphumile. Ke merry-go-round ya di-coach. So we're just going to focus on what has been happening. Baukubiwa le ba Free State. Are thome ko alphabetical order tshwantse re thome ko AmaZulu. Coach Pablo Mampoza. Look, there was a change. I didn't really see what that gentleman was trying to do. I think I was sold to that philosophy or a Spanish coach.
So we blame Jose because of that. Because
I cannot blame about
he's given the Spanish some credit.
Real Madrid.
But the thing is, he was busy, but with what nobody knows. You know, when somebody's busy, it always looks like, you go, Mara busy. Nobody knows. And over time, it became the big games. They performed very well because they may have lost. I mean, last season they gave Pirates a hard time. Though Pirates may have won those games against them, they gave them a hard time. But you then look at against the opposition that are their peers or were on their positions. You expected them to say, based on that performance against Pirates, based on the performance against Sundowns, you should do well. But they didn't elevate that. They just stayed where they are. And that project was not going anywhere. That's why the two-pot system now is the way forward.
Two-pot system, in terms of how they apply themselves, in terms of how they play, do you see changes, Mufuna?
Yeah, there is changes. They struggled when they started. I think two games or so, they did not get the result that they want. Eventually now you're starting to see them winning games, which is important, I think they can only get better. Considering these two guys did not have preseason with AmaZulu, they found the ship sinking and they tried to stabilize the team and push it to the right direction. So I think let's give them credit. So far, so good.
Looking at the fact that they've bolstered the squad with key personnel, I'm talking about Sandile coming in. I'm talking about Zungu also being in there. These are not small-time players.
Yeah, this is not the chairperson that they've signed. They are players.
They are players. Okay. Sandile Zungu is the chairman is the president rather of AmaZulu.
Yeah.
Sandile Zungu. These are two players that were signed.
Yes. Is a pro.
Yeah.
Can you sign for AmaZulu if you don't know Itagazelo?
So I'm saying there's a certain chairman that plays. So this is not a president that is going to play. These are proper players.
Maybe President Wali.
No, these are proper players that are signed. They've signed a kid defender, still very young. He's got a bright future, ahead of him. They've also signed experience. Which is Zungu, Ben 10. I don't know if it's still Ben 10 now because it's old.
Kipen,
yeah. So they brought, investment and they also brought experience to stabilize. You need that. Let's see what the two players are going to. The only disadvantage that these players, the two of them haven't been playing for the longest time. So meaning that they need to get fit. By the time they actually get going, the season will be finished.
Mampoza, we saw how Zungu struggled to go Sundowns when he didn't have preseason. Could that also work?
And I think that's why when Lufuna was talking, I was going, because I don't see them playing until end of January. And for different reasons. Mtetwa may be a lot further. He may just be lacking match time. Whereas while you can train on your own at home, you can be fit to look good on photos and Instagram, but match fit is something else. So Mtetwa is a lot further ahead than Zungu. Zungu hasn't played ever since President Nama 2000 did. So when you look at that, they are worlds apart in terms of from a fitness perspective. AmaZulu will really start enjoying having them around in February. They will be the Valentine gift to the team.
Well, Marumo Gallants ban waited Delanka. Jiggy dilo dia change. That decision, did it work in their favor, Mamposa?
Look, in the beginning, and that's the thing. Marumo Gallants, if then was to go now, they'd go fetch Dylan Kerr because there seemed to be a relationship between those two coaches and that club.
Dylan Kerr. There's a technical director there.
No, I get that.
Don't forget that.
No,
There's
but
a technical director
no,
there.
but don't forget, Dylan Kerr left Marumo Gallants before he left.
Yeah.
And then came back.
Yeah.
Basa Utwana all of a sudden. I
Yeah.
mean, he arrived, we thought he's going to get another tattoo.
Yeah.
But when Braden started, it wasn't looking good.
Yeah.
But also then the unfortunate part was then, go look who he started against. If you start against the top teams, the good thing is that at that time, management, well, we hope they were patient enough. And then now it's starting to be able to say they've settled in Bloemfontein. They've made Bloemfontein their home. The supporters have taken them in as Siwelele Samarumo, however but they're starting to look like they're a team that's on an upward trajectory at the moment.
All right. TS Galaxy Lufulo. And there was a man that had gone to Raja. Mentioned last week we mentioned
again, there it was a merry-go-round of coaches again. I mean, the guy was announced by the chairman that he's gone. Then Jiggy, the man comes back and he had a poor result. And then the man says, no, he wants rest. He wants to go and rest and have time with family. Then the man gets announced in Tanzania. And
But
then
that's what family was.
Get family kwan. Hey, man.
the assistant then comes in.
Yeah.
Then the results started to
Beganovic.
come through again.
Okay, so Beganovic, you umufa thumbs up.
Yeah, he has stabilized the ship and then they start moving forward.
All right. The TS Galaxy ship is not the only ship that's stable. Mzanzi Fundiz, stable waters. We'll be here, Jiga, and discuss more of your football. So do make sure you go and get refreshed. Ube right. Second half.